Hello dear students, welcome back to our channel Excellent 11. Listen and repeat. Shadowing English. This is Shadowing English. Listen and repeat. Are you ready for learn this? If you are ready, so carry on with me. Let's start. Let's start to learn Shadowing English. Listen and repeat. As you know, all English is an international language. Everybody wants to learn English because they are don't know how to speak English, and something person don't know how to pronounce it tough words. That's why I'm making this video. They are they are easily speak English, and hello dear students. As you know, all English is an international language. We are going to a interesting story. Learn to interesting story. Are you ready? The prince and the sage. This is shadowing English. The prince and the sage. Okay. Once there was a wise and generous king. Once there was a wise and generous king who had an ill-mannered son. Once there was a wise and generous king who had an ill-mannered son. One day a sage visited the king. One day a sage visited the king. The king welcomed him and offered him a hermitage near the place. One day a sage visited the king. The king welcomed him and offered him a hermitage near the place. One day the king visited the hermitage and said, "My son is ill-mannered. Please change his ways so that he may be worthy successor to the throne." This is shadowing English. I only read this story. Okay? Are you ready for this? The sage took the prince. Hello, how are you? The sage took the prince for a walk in the royal gardens. The sage, why? Why are you not ready? Do you have any problems? The sage took the prince for a walk in the royal gardens. The sage pointed to the small plant and said, "Taste a leaf of this plant." The sage took the prince for a walk in the royal gardens. The sage pointed to small plants and said, "Taste a leaf of this plant." The prince tasted a leaf and spat it out. This is repeated. The prince tasted a leaf and spat it out. He said, "It's a bitter." He said, "It's a bitter. It will grow into poisonous tree. It will grow poisonous tree." Then he pulled out the plant and threw it away. What do you mean? Snake it. Why you don't like this? The sage said, "The subject of your kingdom might not want you as the king. A humble, a humble. The prince thanked the sage and changed for the bitter. We are going to learn next story. Please like this session. Everybody like this. Do you want to translate in हिंदी? अगर आपको इसका हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए तो आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं। अगर हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए तो आप सभी कमेंट कर सकते हैं। द हर्मिटेज एडवाइस, द हर्मिटेड एडवाइस, ठीक है। देयर वॉज अ पॉइजनस स्नेक in a forest. There was a poisonousness in a forest. I'm only known about Hindi and English. In a forest. Whenever waked, people would make fun of him. He would bite them. He would bite them. One day, a hermit came to meditate in the forest. He asked the snake not to bite anymore. Anyone. The snake was mismarried. The snake was mismarried by the hermit's supernatural powers and agreed. Sometime later, the hermit left for another place. Sometime later, the hermit left for another place. He said to the snake, remember what I have taught you and be good. He said to the snake, remember what I have taught you and be good. Many months later, when the hermit returned to the tree, he saw that the snake was almost dead. He saw that the snake was almost dead. What happened to you, my child? What happened to you, my child? He asked. Master, some wicked people threw stones at me. Master, some wicked people threw stones at me. I stopped beating because you had said so. I stopped it biting. Now the hermit said, I had asked you, stop biting. I, sorry, the hermit said, I had asked you to. But there was no harm in scaring away the wicked people to protect yourself, said the hermit. The flattering fox and the foolish crow. The flattering fox and the foolish crow. A hungry crow sat on the windowsill of a kitchen. A hungry crow sat on the windowsill of a kitchen where a woman was preparing breakfast. As soon as the woman left, as soon as the woman left, the crow swooped in and snatched a piece of Chase. She then flew to nearby forest. She then flew to nearby forest and perched on a tree. With the cheeses in her beak, a fox saw this. He wanted to have the cheese, so he came up with a plan. Good morning, Miss Crow. Good morning, Miss Crow, said the fox, but the crow took no notice. The clever fox decided to flatter the crow. The clever fox decided to flatter the crow. He said, "You look charming today." He said, "You look charming today." Again the crow did not reply. Again the crow did not reply. The fox flattered the crow some more. O queen of birds, O queen of birds, would you grace this forest with your sweet voice and sing a song? The foolish crow opened her beak to sing song, but alas, the cheese fell on the ground, and the fox sprinted away with it.